The 20th Discourse. If, on the day of resurrection, there were any means available to the lovers, by which they could avoid going into the garden of paradise, they would not enter therein, because they say, "What have we to do with creation? We wish for the Creator. What have we to do with anything that is relatively new? We wish for the infinitely pre-existent One." If this heart is sound, it will possess the necessary qualifications, so it will certainly be drawn near to the Lord of Truth. Almighty and glorious is He. If it is sound, it will be utterly detached from this world and all creation, so it will be worthy of nearness. Woe unto you! I have been standing at the door of the Lord of Truth, Almighty and glorious is He, from my childhood until the present time, whereas you have never even seen it. Your heart has seen neither the door nor its owner. You are in the east, while this to which I am referring is in the west. Come to your senses, then receive an education, and you will see. I have never disregarded my intellect, except when I was at His door, in the company of the elite among His servants. Say, the trustworthy one has spoken the truth, and inform your mind accordingly. O friend of Joseph, you must tell about what you have in your possession. You must accept responsibility for what is behind you. You must speak from your heart and your conscience, or else hold your tongue. You must spend on charitable causes from your own store of precious metals, from your own treasure, from what you have in your own home. But on no account must you steal and spend. You must feed people from your own dish, and let them drink from your own supply of water. The truly experienced believer can always quench his thirst by drinking from a source of water that never runs dry, a well which he has excavated with the pickaxes of his self-sacrificing efforts and his truthfulness. There is no garden of paradise before this world, and no getting close to the garden. The servant draws close to this world, wishing to possess it all, but then its faults become apparent to him, so he learns to abstain from it, and comes to be satisfied with just enough of it, with no more of it than one cannot possibly do without. That much of it he takes with the hand of the sacred law, with dutiful devotion and with cautious restraint. That much he accepts from the hand of pious abstinence, from the hand of the heart, not from the hand of the lower self, the passions, and the devil. Then, when he has completed this process of development, the garden of paradise will come to him, because his abstinence from this world is the price he must pay for the garden and its bountiful gifts. Once he has caused his heart to enter inside it, as soon as his feet are firmly planted there, and when his innermost being is firmly in control, all of its affairs will become easy for him, and all of its benefits will become readily available to him. Having achieved this situation, he will notice the men of the Lord of Truth, Almighty and glorious is He, for they will be heading in His direction. Where are you going? He will ask them, and they will reply, to the door of the King. Then they will make him feel the longing to go there too, and they will point him the way to reach it. They will remain detached from the garden and from all that he is involved in, and they will tell him, "We are numbered among those concerning whom Allah, Almighty and glorious is He, has said, they seek His countenance." 652. The land of the garden of paradise will therefore seem too narrow for him, however spacious it may be, and he will try to find a way out of it. He will act like a bird that flutters at the door until it is allowed out of its cage. He will cry, "I feel like a bird that has been confined inside a cage. My heart has come to be inside your prison, because this world is the prison of the ordinary believer, while you are the prison of the believer who has had direct experience." Thus, in a state of exhaustion, he will leave the garden behind, and join those people of the Lord, Almighty and glorious is He, who have passed that way before him. This is the path of the spiritual wayfarers. As for the path of the reformers, the lightning flash of nearness makes them fully experienced at the very first step, without the need for gradual progress by intermediate stages. O Allah, bring our hearts near to you, and give us in this world good, and good in the hereafter, and guard us against the torment of the fire. 2:201